Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at an offering from Toy Alliance. This is from their Acid Rain series, the last line of defense, Ajax Hoplitai. This is a 1/18 scale action figure, and it is identified as FAV-A09. So let's start off by taking a look at the packaging it comes in. First off, it comes wrapped in a plastic bag. Just fold it on the bottom and tape it on the back. So I'll go ahead and take that off and we'll take a look at the artwork. The artwork on the front of the packaging looks really good. We have on the top left the Acid Rain, last line of defense across the top, the Ajax Hoplitai. We have the Stealth logo. Ajax is part of the Stealth team. Here we have the FAV-A09 at the bottom, Toy Alliance here, and we have those very nice artwork of the figure. Even though the figure has a name, it kind of can be a trooper also, because there's actually a couple different heads you can get for this character. On the side of the packaging, we have the Toy Alliance logo, the Ajax Hoplitai, and Stealth team logo. We have UPC, made in China, Acid Rain logo, pretty nice looking. There's Stealth team logo. The back of the packaging, which shows the character all geared down, all the accessories you get. 15 Stealth, 1/18 scale military infantry unit, fully weathered, detailed, highly completed action collectibles. Interchangeable weapons and accessories, one action figure included, the Acid Rain World website, Toy Alliance, and a big old warning telling you this is not a toy. Checking hazards, small parts for children age of 3. These are recommended and marketed towards your adult collector, or at least starting at age 16 and above. Pretty cool, nothing on the bottom to see. It's basically like a slip cover for the crate. You just remove the cover and you have the crate, which is really nicely sculpted. It's a really good side of it. These make nice little crates for your dioramas, and a way to keep your figure nice. Set that down on the pallet. That's really good. I really think they can improve on these crates by adding like hinge clips here, so they hinge up and then hinge here on the back. Because over time this piece here is going to turn white from flexing the plastic. But you know, this is really nice quality plastic. Regardless what you do, how far to open it, you can see some of the wear already. Here inside we have the foam. Looks really good. We have the figure. She's trying to jump out, escape his crate. And we have a bag of accessories. I don't think there's anything under here. No, you never know, they might hide a product insert or something. I always check. See the indent of the figure inside. Looks really cool. Alright, here's our Ajax figure, freed from his crate. Very nicely detailed, very nicely weathered. There's a lot of gray and black colors, and with a touch of the red. Unique style helmet. We have 3 like a silverish dots. All the colors are like weathered down, so those are definitely like a silver, but with that, when they have the dry brushing across it, makes it look a little dingier. We have these little 4 round divots, or I'm not sure what those are or what they're going for there. More of a square visor. On the side, his helmet has some nice sculpt work. Back of his helmet, other side matches. So this visor does lift up, exposing the trooper inside. The visor actually sits quite high across the, looks like the bottom of the eyes and very top of the nose. See if you can get a closer look. Looks really cool. Now, this is a removable helmet. But let's see if we can get it off without pulling the head off. So I think the head might be stuck in there. Oh, I got it. So you can see that that's nice that that's not a swappable head. It is a helmet that goes down over. That's very cool. So here is the mask, like a balaclava mask underneath his helmet. Looks really, really good. So he's sporting like a tactical vest, plate armor type chest armor. Here's the 15 stealth right there on the side. Looks really nice. He has some red pouches here on his upper stomach, lower chest. On the side here we have some kind of maybe a pouch there. On the arms we have the stealth name. Some nice power looking armor on this guy. On the back looks like we have like a, looks like almost like a spinal cord attachment done in red. Then we have the stealth on the arm on this side. The gauntlet here on his forearm. Looks really, really good. Looks like he has some nice padded gloves for some combat, hand-to-hand combat. It kind of looks kind of naked here in this section. Kind of looks thin also on appearance. Except for all this gear here, he's all geared up here, but no protection here on his waist area and upper thighs. But he has this very nice looking thigh armor, lower thigh armor I guess, because you can still see some of the thigh here. You have some red on the bottom here. On his shins we have nice thick big guards. Looks like they left plenty enough room for the articulation for the knees. His feet. What I noticed about this guy when I took him out there. His feet's quite big. He has some big feet. Like Bigfoot. 2 pegs on the bottom. Nice sculpt work. Looks really good. Just going to take a 360 look at the figure. Nicely weathered, nicely painted. Feels good in your hands. Pretty nice. So let's start by taking a look at the articulation for this figure. The head kind of sits down into this piece, so the face wants to hit the side of the armor that he's wearing, but you can get a 360 out of it. Just kind of work it around by pulling the head up and down a little bit. Looks out really good. But he does look down. He can look up a little bit until his head hits this back piece. You have side to side. It's really good. Shoulders are on a ball joint to rotate 360 on both arms. Really good. Let's see what kind of how he has his arm. He's like he has articulation right here, just below the ball joint of the upper arm. Then he has articulation at the elbow, 360 all the way around. Then his elbows bend. And we get 90 degrees. Probably got better, but the armor definitely hits the upper armor here on both arms. Looks really, really good. You can get the armor to go out. Let's see. Can raise up that much. The armor definitely hinders the articulation on this figure a good bit. So that hits this piece, hits that ball, and kind of gets stuck. I'm not going to force it because I'm going to break it, because these are not cheap figures. This hand rotates 360 all the way around, and it looks like we may have a down, and back to stationary. This one here, oh, this is the in and out like this. In and out. Looks cool. He does have a waist swivel 360 all the way around. I believe, according to the box, more likely he's going to have some chest articulation here. So you can do some, crunches and probably some side to sides. But I'm not going to remove all this armor just to see that. You can definitely see it from the box. He does have ball jointed hips. He sits beautifully. He spreads his legs pretty good. This is a straight unboxing. I haven't done any kind of heating to the figure, so it's actually really feels really good out the box. Don't have to worry about any of the actual joints. Looks like there's like a ratcheting knee. Let's see if we can get the, that's the lower joint. Wow, for a big, thick armored trooper, that's a pretty good bend for his knees. Looks really good. It looks like he has two holsters here on his thigh armor. They kind of sit kind of low. Right? His hands fit perfectly right to like he was going to grab it. So that's really nice. Here's my biggest hate. I don't know if it's hate, but my biggest dislike for these. Man, those feet huge. These ankles. Man, that looks, I mean, they do the job, but the gappage here, it looks like he's wearing sandals. They do pivot down. They pivot up a bit, back to stationary. 360 rotation. A little, yeah, I get some side to side here on this. I mean, they function. No problem, no issues at all, but it's just the aesthetics of it just looks weird to me. So, that's pretty about the only thing so far that I can complain about this figure is that on all the figures, actually, not just this figure, that I've taken a look at. I wish they redesigned those for aesthetics and appearance. But this is a very cool looking figure. Alright, let's take a look at some of the accessories. So first off, it comes with the assault rifle. These are very cool sculpted. I do like these very much. Nice plastic, nice materials. Don't feel like it's too brittle, too soft, just perfect. I like the scope. Stock's designed really nicely. Grip is good. I'm glad it's not connected here. I love these grips on the front, how that piece on the bottom, it looks so realistic. We have the drilled out barrel in the front. Scoping has like an indent in it to make it look like it's, a real scope. Stock is pretty nicely shaped. It looks like it's gonna be a perfect length for shouldering, but we'll take a look at that. As you can see here, shouldered perfectly. Perfect length, perfect with the articulation in the elbows and the wrist, and the perfect measurements for the gun. Looks fantastic. It's shouldered. No problem at all. Very nice. You can hold the gun with both hands. Looks really, really good. I'm sure with, if you don't want trying to make a video, you can fine tune the articulation and get it to seat even better. But it looks fantastic for our purposes for the review. It's really, really cool. Okay, next up we have a submachine gun. Nicely weathered, like a gray plastic. Clip is not removable. Nice grip. Decent looking sculpt. I do like it. Very nicely done. Holds it perfectly. Looks fantastic. Nice they had two of these, so you can do dual wield. Very, very cool. Then we have articulation in the wrist. So you can get some pretty decent poses. However you want to do it, you can make it tighter. Looks really good. Next up, it has two pistols. And the barrels are even drilled on these guys. That's incredible. Small diameter. So this is what the handle looks like. You have a clip sticking out the bottom. I do love the design of the pistol grips on that. I would wish they had a trigger guard there and make it more. I know it's more futuristic style, but I'm not really a big fan of the open trigger. Kind of doesn't seem too practical. I have like a trigger lock so you don't shoot yourself. Very nice. Holds them quite well. Very nice. We have our trigger finger works out perfectly. It's really cool. But this wrist is really nice because you get a nice range of coverage if you're trying to cover multiple targets at the same time. Looks super cool. Okay, that's pretty much the what you get. You get the full guns and the helmet. And the figure is a fantastic figure. Looks great. But the video is not over. Just because you've watched it this long, I'm going to share some bonus information and bonus content. So let's get ready to do that. First off, we're going to take a look at alternate head. So if you buy the Interceptor Camelbot, which I have a review up for, if you want to check that out. Included in this set is this alternate head that is very desirable for the collectors. This is an amazing head. Amazing head. That's right. It is actually made for this character. So let me show you something that I found that's pretty interesting. Oops. So one of the hardest things to do is with Acerane, in my opinion, unless you're an advanced collector of these, I only have like 4 or 5 Acerane figures right now. It's hard to find all the parts and the information you need to acquire alternate options. What's really unique about the Acid Rain line is different times they'll throw a piece in to a different set that goes to another figure or an enhancement, so to speak, to where like the alternate head. So with the Camelbot, you do get the alternate skull head. I haven't seen anywhere, but here exclusively on my channel, you're going to see a product image of that item right now. So, well, first off, I want to bring up is look how beautifully dark that head is versus the actual. Well, we'll take a look at that figure in a second, but that is much brighter. That looks, I love that more than what the current dingy look is. But the whole point of this is to bring up this part. If anybody's noticed this, so you get that alternate head. So you have the Ajax head, and then you have this head. this head is actually supposed to be a new hero. And I believe how you pronounce his name is Eshma. A-E-S-H-M-A. Eshma. So you could have a character named Ajax, and you can have a new hero named Eshma. So that's really, really cool. And I really wanted to point that out, so you can have a name for your new character, or you can make him a leader, whatever you want. Very nice. I do love the shade of that red. I really wish, even on the actual pockets here on his chest, looks fantastically more brighter. I know it's more of an acid it's supposed to be dingy, but I really love to have that brightness. So keep that in mind when we bring the figure back up, and when we take a look at the head sculpt, then you guys can decide what you like better, that brighter head or the head that's currently, that was produced. Okay, here he is. It's more of a flat red, dark red. I did a highly detailed image of this head in the CamelBot video if you want to take a look at it. But it's a red. It has a cybernetic bottom jaw. For some bonus tips on this, the actual head on this figure has a bigger diameter on the hole. When you get the Eshma head, it's a small diameter. So you pop his head off, you saw the neck piece into the chest. It's very difficult to get in. Well, more likely you should heat it up, warm it up, and make it more flexible. But I found I didn't have to, so I kind of pulled the neck joint out of the chest, put the head onto the hole of the hole on the ball joint of the neck, and then made it to where it was one piece. And then I was able to push down the head into the chest. It was quite difficult even doing that with just the head and neck to get it on, because it's such a smaller diameter, but it fixed perfectly. See, it came off, but I have to work on it a little better, I guess. Let me go ahead and try to put that back on. Well, since it came off, I might as well just show you. So you pull this piece out of the chest, and then look for the front. This is the back. This is the front. Since I've had it on once, it might not be as hard. But it's definitely have to be heated. I don't have a hairdryer with me. I'm assuming since we didn't have to do anything, we could get away with it this time. But it's on a ball joint. It will rotate 360 once you get it in working condition. But once you get it like this, you can just put it back inside there. And it'll rotate as you would allow. It'll allow you with the it being down inside this collar piece. But this makes an amazing option for your figure. Very, very cool. So you have the option with the alternate head. You can, buy multiples of these, but they're not the best price to be army building, in my opinion. I know these third party, or I say are third party companies or little niche companies like this that's producing these high quality, highly detailed figures. You're going to pay more. I get it. But, here in the States, this bad boy in the United States, I haven't seen him cheaper than $45. Man, that's expensive for a figure. So that's just to get the Ajax figure. Then you got to spend the $75 here in the United States to get the CamelBot, to get the Eshma head. So, you're into over $100 for investing in two figures. So if you wanted another of the Ajax figures, then you're looking at least another $45 to have two of these. But that's not all. So upgrading this figure can get quite expensive. I also found another way for another character for this. So there is an Enhancement Power Armor package you can get. Here in the States, I found it for like $40. And here is what you get. So you get the back piece, get another maybe 2 Uzis, another piece there, and the back piece and a shield, and you get 2 of those barriers for $40. And you may have noticed that little head right there. Well, let me show you what that is. I guess before I show you that head piece, here is the power armor all geared up. And there's weapons enhancement pack 2, I believe. But that's what it would look like if you upgraded to that. Okay. So this is a helmet piece I was talking about. If you buy this power armor set, not only do you get that power armor pieces for the actual Ajax figure, you get the replacement visor for the stealth team, and you can make this figure the team commander. So you basically replace this visor here with that piece to make him a commander. So that's the piece you get right there. So how that swaps out very easily. So right there, you're already into technically 4 figures, I believe. So you have the Ajax, the commander, the Eshma head. Oh, 3 different figures, I guess. Or if you just wanted to have the Baklava mask, I guess I was going for 4 there. So it's really nice. You do have a lot of options for this figure. You can army build, if that's within your means. Sometimes if you army build one figure, you could have bought like another character to have more, but you have options. And tracking down these pieces to enhance your figures, it can be quite a timely effort to find out where these pieces are coming from and how to make these figures work out. I did hear a lot of people say this the Eshma helmet is a leader, and I don't think that's true. But I showed you the video, the product shots on the tablet to show you that the actual leader commander for the stealth unit is through that power armor enhancement pack, and it's just simply swapping out this visor here, not that. So, but your figures, you can make him a commander if you want, but if you're trying to be technical about it, that is not the commander helmet. So let's do some comparisons with the stealth team that I have so far. This is all I have. I'm not sure what I want to do about adding any more. I really wish I didn't miss out on the stealth trooper with the bike, but that's been out for a year and very hard to find. But as of right now, this is what I have. I'm not sure if I'll buy a multiple Ajax figure to have the different heads, the commander, etc. I'm still on the fence about that. If I do, I'll definitely probably bring it up in a different ASMG video and just to show you a comparison, or maybe just a small little update and show all the figures together, but not sure if that's going to happen or not. But I wanted to provide that information to you because I do like providing you great content from my channel. So I want you guys, if you please consider subscribing, I really appreciate it. That way you get all this great content and extras that I throw in my videos that are kind of like little Easter eggs. And that's about all I have for you guys. I highly recommend this figure. So they're in a between $40 to $50 range on an average. I've seen them up to $47. And you might get them cheaper in China, but you gotta pay for the shipping. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Happy collecting. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this figure, about the alternate heads, what you guys are doing for your collection. I'm kind of interested in what you guys are doing. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you in our next review.